Fernand. It's been far too long.
Ah, Claire. You know, it still confounds me that you decided to enlist with the Knights. Your father is too lenient with you. Always has been.
And why shouldn't I be a knight? I wield a lance and ride a horse as well as the best of you. Perhaps even better. Why else would they allow me to join? Heavens, you and my brother were the ones who taught me to fight and ride.
Because you harangued us without end. You always were keen on following Clive. Honestly, we assumed it was a phase you would grow out of. You should be looking for a husband, not brandishing a weapon. Unless you expect to meet your soulmate on the battlefield.
I have no fondness for barbaric men. But pursuing a warrior's path does not doom me to a life of spinsterhood. Now that I'm a Knight of Zofia, I can stay here at the castle, where I can go to royal balls and meet fine gentlemen. What say you to that?
I say that you should have listened to your vows more carefully. Knighthood affords little time to twirl about in circles and socialize. Day and night we train and ride out on expeditions and other missions.
What? Goodness, I don't remember pledging to do all that. Perhaps I will have to seek my beloved on the field of battle after all. Still, it's not all bad. The Knights are full of handsome noble scions after all. I know! Fernand, why don't you introduce me to someone? Surely you must know many suitable suitors in suits of armor.
Well, I suppose it depends on what manner of man you fancy.
Let me think. He'd have to come from a house at least as respectable as my own. He should be as tall as Clive and fair of face. Well-lettered and gifted in the arts of war and defense. And of course he must be well-versed in poetry and music and... Oh, he should own 4 villas, one for each of the seasons. Does that narrow it down?
It certainly does. You just described your brother.
That is not true!
And you don't even realize it. Clearly you are still a child. You won't find a husband if you keep clinging to your brother in such a way.
Oh, really? And what about you? You've been clinging to my brother since before I was born, Fernand. Is there anything you should be telling me, After all, you weren't exactly scrambling to find a pretty mate of your own.
We are not talking about me.
Look at you, so easily shaken. I was merely teasing. Besides, Clive already told me what your true weakness is. He claims you prefer your ladies like your oranges, full and ripe. Now, which of the Knight's eligible ladies is juicy enough for you?
I am going to find your brother and bury him in a very deep hole. Touché, Claire. I'm glad you had your fun. Now, farewell.
What? Wait, come back here! You can't run from your destiny!
Oh, Clive. Have the other Knights been making you feel at home?
Ah, Lady Matilda. Yes, everyone has been very kind to me thus far. But the first 3 months have been naught but training. I long for a fight.
Well, you'll get one. The training is to make certain you're ready for it.
I just want a chance to prove myself, to be one step closer to you.
Why me?
You do not know? The bards sing of Lady Matilda as the finest of all the Knights of Zofia. Boys the kingdom round whisper your name before they go to sleep. I fear my friends and I were no exception. Let us just say you are the object of much adulation, my lady.
This comes as a surprise. I thought boys dreamed of fighting alongside heroes such as Sir Myson.
Sir Myson is indeed a man worthy of much respect. I can only hope to one day be half the legend that he is. But who do you think it is that lights the fires of a boy's heart? A stoic old man? Or a beautiful woman?
The fires would sputter out if the lads actually saw me in combat.
Certainly not. You are never more beautiful than when riding across a battlefield. The dresses and dour looks you wear in court only obscure your radiance.
Dour? Though it is true that I abhor walking the castle like some pretty bauble. Speaking of which, how is your sister, the one who follows you like a puppy? Whenever I would try to talk to you, she would cut in.
She's a handful, that one. You should have seen her bawl when I said I was enlisting.
That just shows her love. You're lucky. But I must confess, I'm glad we can finally have a conversation alone. If you take my meaning.
I believe I do. It seems we'll have more chances to talk here amidst the dust of battle than we ever will surrounded by the fancy tapestries of the castle.
So it seems. Who even knows when I'll next get to don a dress and a dour expression? What?
I was just thinking, the next time you do wear a dress, might I ask for a dance?
But that might be weeks, or months.
I am a patient man, and the wait will be well worth it in the end.
Very well. A dance it is.
Truly? Thank you, milady. I shall look forward to that day.
And there he goes. By the gods, is he skipping? Wait, why am I laughing? I don't remember how to dance. This is going to end with me crushing his toes into paste. Ah, there he is. Fernand!
Lady Matilda, did you need something?
I am looking for Clive.
We're not attached at the hip, you know.
No, but you are like brothers. Perhaps I just think of you as a single entity. In any case, pray forgive me if I upset you.
I'm not upset.
Are you certain? It seems every time I try to talk to you, you refuse to look me in the eye. If I did something wrong, tell me. I don't want you to hate me.
Hate you? Of course not. But all you ever ask about is Clive.
Oh, right. I can see how that would be grating. It's just, well, your stories about Clive are far more interesting than the ones he tells.
For true? I can't imagine what I could tell you that he hasn't already.
Oh, if you only knew. I adore talking with him, but, well, he doesn't know how to loosen up. He's very self-conscious. I want to hear about his misadventures, not just what he thinks I want to hear.
Wait. So he never told you about sneaking into the mess hall before lunch? Or the story of licking the cream off the cake? Surely he's told you about trying to ride those sheep. He scared them so much, they fled the pen and rampaged across the village.
I fear he neglected to mention any of those escapades.
Well, he may look all gallant and composed, but let me tell you, Clive can be quite the ruffian when no one is looking. He makes me look like a saint. I suggest you be careful.
Your suggestion is noted. This is why I like talking to you, Fernand. But it's not the only reason.
Oh?
Of course I enjoy hearing about Clive, but I also enjoy watching you as you tell the stories.
Is that so?
Your eyes light up when you talk about him. I can tell how happy it was for the two of you to grow up together. It's a type of affection that he and I will never have.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
All I know is that I'd like to see the side of Clive's sheep rampage. Or visit the kitchen where you defrocked that poor cake.
Well, I'd be happy to take you. And I'm not just saying that. We can all go together. You, me, and Clive.
Thank you, Fernand. I would love that.
Of course, you'll need to get Claire's permission first. She guards her brother like a lion, so be warned.
Oh, I am well aware. Maybe you can tell me what she likes so I don't have to face her empty-handed.
Leave it to me.